No one likes salads. I don't care if you pretend like you do, you don't. Hello, welcome back to Culinary. I'm Ari. Today we are going to talk about salads. You're probably divorced and you probably are trying to get in shape and you've convinced yourself that you like salads, but you have cheat days, don't you? Because your real days aren't really fun and they're chores. No one likes salads. So I'm gonna teach you how to make a bomb salad. 4 simple tips on a theme, the base, the toppings and the dressing, and how you can make them better and just actually enjoy eating your vegetables. Which sounds really bad, and I hate that I've turned into this person that is like, eat your vegetables. So we are going to start with your theme. So if you follow me on Instagram or Snapchat, I like to have different themes to my foods every week. So like this could even be like, you could just pick a movie and like base it off of that theme. Let's see, I'm gonna throw out a movie. Let's do The Color Purple. Ooh, okay, so if I were to make a color purple themed salad, I would probably start putting like, you know, maybe do roasted eggplant and do like a blackberry dressing, or even just do like, you know, more down-earthy themed stuff, like maybe have a side of cornbread with it, or, you know, just playing with different themes like that. And maybe like for your meal prep that week, you can just pick like a cuisine and do like Mexican themed. And so what I like to do is I like to just make one salad and like they all have the same toppings, but make different dressings for different days so you're not getting the same thing every day. The second thing would be your base, and this is like your greens. So you have your lettuce, your kale, your arugula, but it really depends on your theme of what type of base you want to use. So you have your lettuce, which is kind of like, it's kind of like the DJ Khaled of music. Like you're not kind of sure what it does, but it's there and it's always there, and you're just like, yeah, DJ Khaled, you know, just let him be him. Lettuce can be used for whatever. Kale, a lot of people don't know how to make kale taste good, so they don't like it, and so they don't put it in their salads, but kale has more antioxidants and like nutritious value than, you know, your lettuce. And then you also have spinach as well, which like has more of an earthy feel. I like to use spinach when I have like more fresher or like summery stuff. I use it for like summer salads. So like if I'm using like fruit or anything, that's a good time to use your spinach. And then for kale, I like to use it when I have like more earthy flavors. So if you're doing like chicken, or if you have like maybe shrimp or something, or even like nuts on your salad, I think kale would be a good complement to that. So the secret to make kale taste good, kale is like a lady. Kale is like that sensual lady you gotta treat right in order for it to act right. You know, like that like lady that bites back. Ooh, I'm kale. But anywho, so you have to massage it. So you like take a little bit of olive oil. Olive oil has a lot of fats and it has a lot of like calories in it. So you have to like drizzle a little bit on it and massage it, and then massage it with some seasonings. You want to season your kale separately for everything else. It can't just take dressings like all the rest basic hoes that you deal with. You have to treat kale right. So you massage it for a little bit, and that just makes it breaks down, I think, the molecules or something like that. I'm not a scientist, I don't know, but it breaks down whatever, and it makes it easier to chew and to digest. Arugula is really nice when you have like fresher flavors like salmon, or like, you know, your fresh carrots, or like usually anything that's Greek or Italian themed. Like I like to use arugula. But you can mix and match any of one that you want. But moving on to our toppings. Toppings are super, like, we have a variety of toppings. We have our vegetables, we have our fruit, we have our proteins, all that jazz. It really depends on your theme. So another good thing that I like to do, I've really been leaning more towards Asian flavors lately. So I love to use like, you know, edamame, corn, radishes, cucumbers. I like to play around with different toppings because you're not getting the same vitamins. Because if you eat the same foods all the time, you're probably lacking somewhere else where you're not getting as much vitamins. I like to do like, if you're doing a bunch of soft stuff, make sure you're getting your crispy stuff as well. So like if I do a bunch of like avocado and corn, I also want to mix in like some carrots, you know, give it some bite, some nuts or something like that. Like just change up the flavor, because you have the chewiness of your protein, and then you have the softness of like some of your vegetables, and you also want to have the crispiness. So just playing with your palate, playing with those different varieties on your tongue, it's really going to be helpful. And then the last one is dressings. So this is the most important. I make my own dressings. make your own dressings, because if you actually look at the bottle and you look at the serving size and it's like 1 tablespoon, and what am I gonna do with 1 tablespoon for a whole bowl of salad? And it's like 160 calories. It's not even worth it. Like, it's not even that good. So I love to make my own dressings. I usually try to stay away from like vinaigrettes and stuff like that, mostly because it has a lot of oil in it. And usually oil just comes with a lot of fats and a little, again, unnecessary calories. So I love using an avocado as a base. So I'll do like 1/4 of an avocado, and then what I call it my fluffer ingredients, which basically just gives it some volume, because like an avocado also has a lot of fat and a lot of calories. So like I'll do half a avocado and just like mash it, and then I'll mix in some like either vegetable broth or like coconut milk or something, or even almond milk, plain almond milk, and that just gives it more volume, so you have more of it but less of the calories. And then you can mix in your herbs. Boy, when I tell you, hold on. When I tell you I have every herb you could probably think of, every different flour, every different type of sugar, I am not playing games. Seasoning is very important for this. You have to know what seasons goes with different cuisines. So if I was gonna do like Italian, then I know my seasonings should probably like stay around parsley, garlic, basil, oregano, that type of thing. So you just have to keep in mind of like what flavors you wanna play with and what you should be focusing on, what matches well. And also think, do I have a base? So that would be, for me, I would be like avocado, or like maybe coconut cream, or you know, maybe even a vinegar. And then do I have an acid? So that's when you add your vinegar or your lemon juice or your lime juice, something to play off of that like basic standard base that you have. And then you think about your seasonings. So these combinations are really gonna play around with your tongue, and it's gonna make and keep things interesting. So another thing that I like to do is just throwing in my proteins. So for me, since I do not eat meat, well, I've been playing around with a little bit of seafood lately. But since I don't eat meat, I have to really get creative on where I'm getting my protein from, because I don't like to eat a bunch of soy. So if it's not beans, then I'll do tofu. I'll do a baked tofu, or I'll even do like maybe even a tempeh bacon or something like that, or even like chickpeas or roasted chickpeas. You could even do like eggs. I'm not an egg person. I don't eat eggs. So playing around with different proteins, just keeping it interesting, keeping the variety interesting, and like mostly the biggest thing you could take away from this is switch up your dressings. Switch them up. I think I'm gonna do a part 2 and actually like show you guys a salad I'm gonna make for dinner, and then you can take away whatever you want for that. Thank you. Comment, like, subscribe, do the thing. Bye.